Do you also worry a lot about things that are coming your way and you have no idea how to deal with them because you do not have all the facts yet ready? You're still waiting for some information to come or things to happen so that you can actually start resolving them, or you simply need to wait till a certain day to start working on them? Or are there things that may happen and be dangerous to you, would threaten your physical safety, your financial safety, your emotional safety? And do you feel that this is actually costing you a lot of energy, and that maybe there could be a better way of dealing with this, and it's actually not letting you enjoy the nice things that are happening in your life? Well, if this is the case, then this video is for you. So buckle up and let's dive into this. Like, subscribe, and share. Before we dive into the video, I would like to remind you that if during or after the video you feel the need for some guidance, for some help in resolving certain personal problems, they can be personal life or work related even. If you feel a blockage that you want to lift, or a trauma you want to heal, a wound, deep wound that you want to heal, or you simply feel the need for a mentor who's there throughout a longer period of your life to guide you on your path, to hold you accountable, to hold mirrors to you, to give you some feedback, then contact me. So last weekend I organized the usual workshop with refugees, and there were questions being asked. People were struggling with stress, and so I asked them to share where their focus was, what was causing the stress. And it was very high levels of stress this time, higher than usual. And so what we came across was that their focus was on the war, was on the fact that things are changing for them, that their whole lives is changing, that they do not know where things are heading, they do not know how things will unfold. They need to start over from scratch. For example, somebody lost his business and all the clients that came with it. Of course, if you move to another country and your business does require a certain level of physical presence, this can be an issue. And what we noticed, because when we started the workshop the energy was good, they were smiling, but once I started talking about why they came this time and what they're dealing with, then the energy plummeted. It was here, not here. It was here at the start, and then it was like all the way down there. And it was really interesting to notice, and I let it happen. You may ask, why? Why didn't you help them back? No, I let them talk, ask questions. I would answer them the best I could, giving them possible directions to choose from, possible things they could look at, could try, and also tried to show them that being worried wouldn't solve anything. So basically, I went in their thinking and in their energy, let's say, in what they were really busy with. So I myself as well felt the energy dropping dramatically. And towards the end of the workshop, I felt this was enough. We had discussed all the different things, and we didn't come up with most of the answers. I mean, we didn't come up with answers to most of the questions because nobody knows what will happen in the coming months. There are possible timelines, but nobody knows. And so worrying about that is not resulting in anything except for an enormous loss of energy, a rise of tension in the body, of mental, physical, emotional stress. Basically nothing good comes from it. And so I took them back with a short meditation to the here and now, and I also made them aware of how they were feeling at the start and how they started feeling at a certain moment throughout the workshop and how they could come back. And I myself experienced this as well when sometimes I worry about how will I solve these things that are ahead of me that I will need to deal with very soon. And I don't really know exactly how to solve them. I do not know how certain rules and laws are about to change. So there's a lot of insecurities in my personal life as well. And if I go into that, I can feel my energy dropping. But I'm aware of this mechanism. So as soon as I feel it, like, okay, are these thoughts going anywhere constructive or not? If they are, I'll give it a shot. If they're not, okay, I'm gonna stop now. What can I do today? Now. What can I do maybe tomorrow? But that's it. I let go of everything I have no influence on and only start to look at what is it that I can do. And from there, I start acting. Or not. But I stop wasting the energy. And when I go back in the here and now, my energy changes again. It goes up. I enjoy what I have today in my life. I enjoy, for example, I had a moment in a talk with a friend and then I felt the energy going like, it's starting to go. Like, no, I'm just sharing what I'm dealing with. So I don't want it to drop. I'm not going into the drama of my story. And so I kept it from going low down there. And so after the sharing, finished the conversation, I came back to where I was. How I had just enjoyed a nice walk in the park, sitting in the sun doing a meditation. And then how the weather was still nice, was heading home, it was peaceful on the street. And then I prepared food. And I enjoyed it. And I was focused mainly on preparing the food. Yeah, I was listening to some channeling from somebody at a certain point, but I was still really here. And my energy was again up there. And so what I encourage you to do is when you feel that the energy is dropping and that you start to go in your head trying to resolve things that you can actually not resolve today to stop that. If, for example, you know that on Friday you'll have the information you need to solve a problem, then put in your agenda that on Friday you block some time and you'll do it. But until Friday, I will not waste my energy on worrying about what may possibly happen, what may go wrong, what disasters may happen. Maybe I won't even be alive on Friday. Maybe a meteorite will hit us, a gigantic meteorite will hit us and the Earth will be gone, or life on Earth will be gone. Or just a tiny one that will just hit me perfectly in the head and puff, kill me on the spot. And why would I worry about what may or may not happen next week on Friday? It's in the here and now that I can actually do something. It's in the here and now that I can resolve what's right in front of me, or that I can enjoy everything that I have and that's around me and that's coming to me. And then by the time it's Friday, I will be fully charged to be able to deal with what I need to deal. Instead of being completely drained and empty, tired, exhausted, half dead, because I kept all week worrying. Didn't sleep well, didn't rest, was stressed all the time. A waste of energy, which also results in more problems after that. So please, be smart. Focus on what you can do now, not on what may happen later. And don't let these people who are living all up in their minds tell you, no, you need to be prepared for every possibility, blah, blah, blah. These people are full of fear, even if they don't show it. And they try to cover it by, I'm prepared for this, and in that, if in a certain case that will happen, I'm prepared for that, and I'm prepared for that, and I'm prepared for that. Okay, you prepared for 10 different things, but maybe just one of them will happen, maybe none of them will happen, and you spend so much time and energy and resources in preparing for all those things that may never happen. Yeah, but statistics show. Fuck statistics. According to statistics, Romania and mainly Bucharest should have been completely destroyed already 10 years ago by a gigantic earthquake. One like what hit Turkey. We should have had that one here 10 years ago. All of Bucharest collapsed. Didn't happen. So why worry about that? I literally know people who are still worried about that and like, oh, do you feel safe? No, I'm going to live in fear for the next 50 years. And after 50 years, look back, wow, it didn't happen. But at least I was prepared. I was very scared and always like, with every little tremor, I would feel, oh. Seriously? No. Screw that. I've been told actually it will not happen. But statistically, it should happen, should have happened already, and now the chance is only growing that's going to happen. But I know it will not. And I knew that many years ago, and that's why, even if there's a serious earthquake where I feel things moving like this, which is 4.5, 5, 5.5 on the scale of Richter, I'm not afraid. Things are moving. Are certain things stable? They will not drop? Okay, good. Like my model aircraft, making sure they're not just on the edge of something that I could fall off it. That's it. So I really encourage you to work on your mindset and on what you focus on. And what can help is meditation, is going into nature, sitting or walking into nature, a park, your garden, making contact with Mother Earth. Taking time with yourself, connecting with yourself, with that inner voice, not that voice here that's all the time blah 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 blah. This may happen. Oh, be careful, be careful, be careful. Oh, drama, fear, oh, possibilities. No, the deep voice that tells you where to go when you need to know it. When you need to act, it will tell you, go there, or wait. That voice is a whispering voice compared to that voice up here. But if you focus more on listening to this one instead of that one, this voice becomes stronger. And it may manifest in different ways. You may literally hear a voice, you may see an image, you may get a taste, you may get a sensation in your body like pushing you into a certain direction. There are different ways how this voice speaks to you, but it does. And the more you're in the Zen, the more you're in the here and now, through meditation, you'll hear it. You're most probably watching this on YouTube or watching this somewhere else, but with a YouTube link. Click that link, and in the description you will find a link to my guided meditations. You can get them for free, and you can choose the one that you feel you need. And as usual, if after watching this video you feel like you need some help, you need maybe some training in learning certain things, learning to ground, or you need help breaking through a blockage, healing a trauma, or you simply feel the need for mentoring, having a mentor who's there for you, who can guide you, who's listening to you, who's sharing his insights with you, then contact me and ask for it. For now, I wish you a beautiful day. See you in the next video. Like, subscribe, and share.